Alright, so hey you guys. So I don't know about you all, but like I've been struggling lately. And if you or someone you know is struggling, then this video is for you. So late last night, literally, I was having a conversation with God, and I was just angry. I was literally angry about some stuff that had happened over a few months ago. So I was like, God, we're about to hash this out. And as I was talking with God, I was like, wait a minute, your presence is still here. Like, it doesn't make sense because literally 5 minutes ago, I was doing everything I could to push you away. I was literally doing all of the old bad habits that I used to do. But I don't know if you've experienced this yet in your walk with God, but where I'm at is like when I do those old things, they don't hit anymore. They don't get me excited or filled with joy as long as they used to, right? It's only happiness for maybe a few hours, and then I'm right back to where I started. I'm right back to the same broken person. It didn't do anything for me. And the gag is like when I'm doing these things, I know as I'm doing these things that it has nothing to do with my salvation. Like, this isn't gonna get me any joy. These are meaningless. These are meaningless, worthless things, but yet I still do it. It's almost like what I want to do, I don't do, and what I don't do, I do. You know how Paul was talking about that? And it's literally crazy because I'm like, you know what, God, this doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm literally falling back into my old habits. I'm falling back into my idols. I'm falling back into my sin. And yet after that, I can just have a conversation with you. That doesn't make any sense. It's almost like you were there in the midst. Like, while I was still sinning, you were there. And I was like, Father, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why? Like, why are you still here? And he was like, Krista, because I love you. And I was like, well, why do you love me? Like, I do this all the time. I try to run from you all the time. And he was like, because I created you. And I'm like, well, why'd you create me? And he was like, because I love you. And literally, it was just this cycle. Like, while I'm still sinning, yet he is there. And like, I was just like, Father, this love, it's crazy. It's stupid. Like, I literally pierce your side every single time I wake up. And yet you're still here. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you do something like that for me? And like tears are just falling down my eyes at 2:00 in the morning, guys. Because of his grace and mercy. The fact that I was able to have a conversation with him. The fact that while I was still sinning, at the end, why was the song playing in my head? You're everything to me. Like, why? It was because of his grace and mercy and that he was still there. It doesn't make any sense. But that's the God we serve. And the proof of his grace and mercy is in the fact that you're taking a breath, is in the fact that you woke up this morning. While we are still sinning, while we are yet sinning, he's still there.